Man, boat, goat. I guess it's a ram. It's a ram. You know what? We'll just call it a ram. An epic tale of my man's Jason and the Argonauts. You know what? Now that I think about it, it's just him getting an animal's fur. But you know what? It made a pretty good story. But before we get started, let's talk about Jason just a little bit. Jason was born in Iolcus to Alcimede and Azon, who was once king, taken out in battle by his half brother Peleus, who took over the throne. You know what? That's just messed up. Your own family taking over your throne? Man. Anyway, Peleus then came across an oracle who told him, "Destruction will come of him by a man with one sandal." I think that's how oracles talk. I mean, why wouldn't they talk like that? They're oracles. Anyway, Peleus then finds out a man with one sandal will kill him eventually, and it just happens to be Jason, who goes to his palace with one sandal because this idiot lost his sandal in the stream. Why are you walking in the stream? There's dry ground. What is the point, dude? Jason accepts the quest to get the Golden Fleece for Peleus and Colchis, unaware of the trials and hardships that he'll have to face. Honestly, if I'm Jason, I'm not risking my life for a piece of fur. I'm not about to risk my life for anything. Life is too precious. I'm not a cat. I don't have 9 lives. Only have one. No thanks. Jason then creates a team of heroes to go to Colchis and retrieve the fleece. He calls them the Argonauts after the boat the Argo. Man, that is the most creative name I've ever heard. The heroes vote Jason as their leader instead of Hercules, which to me, pretty good move, knowing that this man can go crazy at any time. I mean, he killed his kids. If he's killing his kids, I have no idea what he's doing to me. I'm not his child. I've just met him. If he goes mad, I'm going first, and I can't swim. That's not a good thing. When the Argonauts finally set sail, they reached the Isle of Lemos, which only had females on it. Hello, ladies. Someone call Zeus. You know he likes to throw his thunder around. I mean, let's be honest. Almost every single story we read has this kid in it, and he better calm down before Hera makes all those kids go crazy too, like Hercules. We already got one on the boat, we don't need another. Next, they go to Thrace. After they did things in Limos, I don't feel comfortable talking about, due to the reason we still have 18-year-olds in the room and don't have child consent forms. So, moving on. After a couple of adventures they experience, Jason and the Argonauts finally get to Colchis. In Colchis, Jason and the Argonauts were then greeted by King Aedes, who possessed the Golden Fleece, and told Jason he could only have it if he completed some task in a single day. Okay, side note. This is what I've learned from this class. Anytime a person tells you to complete a task in these myths, don't do it. Because 10 out of 10 times, there's probably a good chance something or someone is trying to kill you. And like I said before class, I don't have 9 lives, I only have one, so I'm not doing it. Life is precious. But, of course, Jason is a hero. Despite what we talked about in class yesterday, yeah, I know. What he did messed up. He accepts and takes on all the challenges that are thrown his way with the help of King Aedes' daughter, Medea, who falls in love with him, thanks to Aphrodite and Hera. By the way, we know this, but Medea's psycho. Like real psycho. Jason completes all the tasks given to him by the king, which are to plow the land of 2 fire-bronze breeding bulls. You gotta be out of your mind to do that. Puts the dragon's teeth in the plowed field and defeats the stone army. He eventually gets the golden fleece with the help of Medea, who defeats the sleepless serpent to get the fleece that Aedes doesn't want to give up. If you don't want to give it up, make the challenges harder, or just say no. I say no to Jehovah Witnesses all the time when they knock on my door. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Is Jason really a hero? Yeah, he left his wife, even though she did take down the giant snake Colchis for him, and Talos, the bronze giant. And so what he lost Hera's blessing? She's a mean lady, and as most of Zeus's children. They know. Oh, and don't forgive the old vase painting by Dorius in the late archaic period of Jason being killed by the snake. Despite all that, Jason depicted by the Greek and Roman myths back then, by Apollonius and Ovid, was still a hero. He may not be like Perseus, Achilles, or Hercules, but people fought for Jason. They followed in his footsteps. How many people do you know can trick Zeus to feed someone? Just ask Prometheus, and would you be able to convince a king's daughter to betray her own royal family? Nah, I can't even get girls to look at me, let alone do something like that. Jason's the real deal. Alright, let's fast forward like 2000, 3000. You know what? I don't know. I'm not a math major, but let's do it. In the 1963 movie Jason and the Argonauts, starring Todd Armstrong, Jason leads a band of heroes to defeat a skeleton army, a Hydra, and Talos just to receive the Golden Fleece for Peleus. In the Percy Jackson series, Jason is actually Roman. Jason leads the 12th Legion in an assault on Mount Orthus, where he fought through an army of Scythian Drachnae with the Roman demigods and defeated the Titan Krios himself. Jason is later praised for his actions, which resulted in the destruction of Mount Orthus, which led the Legion to raise him to the rank of Praetor. Then and now, it is still apparent that Jason is a hero. He may not be the biggest or the strongest, but Jason is willing to do what others are not. Even if that means killing a Titan on his own in Percy Jackson, or calming down 2 bronze bulls when no one else wants to go near them. Jason is a true hero, a people's champ. Oh, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't offend anyone in the making of this production. I'd just like to thank, first of all, the class for listening. I know it probably wasn't that much enjoyable. I'd like to thank Mary for not pooping on my idea of making a voiceover, as well as Nathan for helping me in my research along the way. I hope you're not too angry about being in my project. And lastly, Apple for making all of this possible. See you next semester. Go Rams.